Was there any point where you felt as though there was an attempt to unseat you or to push you out of the ministry?
Um, I will refrain from responding to that question for the time being.
Is there a need for an assistant? Do you require an assistant?
Yes, there is a need for an assistant chief transport officer, which, just to clarify, an assistant chief transport officer is not the same as a deputy chief transport officer. I know there's some misnomers as it pertains to that, but certainly yes, there is need. You see, the thing is, an organization like the Department of Transport has to evolve. It cannot remain stagnant in terms of the existing ranking structure. And so there has been moves, in fact, from previous administration. I can think back as far as when we had CEO Marconi Leal with us. We were looking at the organogram and the ranking structure of the department. And since then, we've seen the need for an assistant chief transport officer. In this case, we're trying to see if we can get two assistant chief transport officer who would then have who would have a regional responsibility and to provide that support to the deputy chief transport officer and upwards to the chief transport officer. So as it pertains to an assistant chief, yes, there is need for an assistant for that rank in the department.